Okay, thanks, Chris. So let's talk about your favorite topic here: search impression share lost,
Hmm.
or search
Hmm.
impression share. The inverse of search impression share will be what's lost. One of the things it's lost to is search impression share lost due to budget. So it's related to budget here, Chris. That's why we're fitting it in here. Um, what does that column explain to people, and then like how do you use it?
Okay. Search impression share is just a fancy term, and it's sometimes abbreviated for just SIS or just maybe SI, which is search impression. So search impression share is the measurement of how big of a bite you are taking out of the market. So there are 100 searches, and if you are getting half of those every day, you're biting 50 of those. You're getting impressions on 50 of those. You would have a 50% search impression share. Obviously, this is a very important number to understand and know and reference because it
Yeah.
answers the number one thing that people ask other than how much should I spend. Once they start spending, they're going to say, why don't I see my ad? Or how are we doing compared to our competitors? Or, I searched 3 times, it only showed up once, stuff like that. This is the core number that answers every boss's concern on that. And Jason, I know that you use it every day with your clients.
Yeah, I mean, it's very what I like about search impression share lost due to budget is that it's very straightforward. Like, okay, if
Yep.
your budget is $100 a day and your search impression share lost due to budget is 50%, that tells me that I think you can spend up to $200 a day and you're missing half the market strictly due to your budget. Optimizing Google Ads campaigns and improving them, the easiest and most effective thing you can do on a good campaign that you like the results from and you want to get more of it, look at that search impression share lost due to budget. And then if you have any number in there, whether it's 1% or
Yep.
over 90%,
Yep.
that tells you to some extent you can raise your budget and you will get the same exact results. Now, everything depends in Google Ads. If the algorithms change, if your competitors change, something on your website changes, the market changes, well, you're not going to get the same results anymore. But all that holding equal, if you have search impression share lost due to budget and then you raise your budget, you're going to then get more of the same exact results. Same exact results, just more of it. And so it's a very easy way to
Yeah.
grow your campaign. Um, and it helps us. To me, it helps make budget decisions because one of the questions is, should I be spending more? Well, can you even spend more and get the same results you're getting? Search impression share lost due to budget will kind of let you know where you're at. Chris, something weird I've seen going on. I always thought if you saw any number in search impression share lost due to budget, then you would see a limited by budget status because you're missing out impression share due to budget. In the last few days, I've looked at 2 accounts that didn't have that status. I think it must have been this was consulting. It must have been clients had recently changed their budgets a lot, like a lot of
Give it a day.
changes. Okay, it must be that
Yeah.
because I was like, why wouldn't they show this status? So
Yeah.
you think
Yeah.
okay? So thanks for clarifying that.
I've noticed that that's actually been kind of touchy lately. It will disappear and reappear back and forth. So yeah, I actually think there's maybe been a little bit more of a maybe the trigger isn't quite so much of a hair trigger as it used to be. I think
Interesting.
I think it fires with a little more of a positive indication that there is lost impression share. Just a theory. Google doesn't talk to
Yeah, and
me.
then the limited by budget thing. It's like, well, they were going to slap that on very quickly back in the day, but now they're
Yeah.
just like, oh wait, we'll just spend more of your budget. Well, we'll just
Yeah.
overspend your budget by up to two
There you go.
times. Forgot we could
We
do that.
people aren't respecting the red text. What do we do? Well, show it to them less often, but spend
Yeah.
more.
But
Yeah, yeah.
again, for all you angry people out there that are angry about that, over the course of a 30-day
It
period, they're
still
not going
evens
to
out.
spend more than 30.4 times your average daily budget. So Chris, next topic here.